So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. There's the shot! And it's a goal! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And here's Mbappe. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Played out to the right. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bellingham.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Yildiz. And here's Bellingham. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. And it's Rodri. Well seen. Saw that coming. Barella. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And here's Osimhen. Grease. Shot a goal! They've scored! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Can he get on the end of this? There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Griezmann. Bellingham.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Eder Militao. Barella. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Van de Ven.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Rodri. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And it's Lukaku. This looks promising. Bellingham was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Barella. And here's Lukaku. Bellingham. Barella. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Bellingham. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Haaland. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Pass is coming off in quick succession. Yildiz! Relentless! Just relentless! And the lead is extended still further. What's your opinion on that goal?
I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
A case now of complete control. And the shot! And he should have made it 4.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And that has put paid to that. And across. And now they can spring out of defence. DiMarco. DiMarco goes steaming forward. Mbappe gets into a good position. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Ndika clears it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Bellingham. Decent chance! Now, how often do you see that?
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. DiMarco. And here's Osimhen. Mbappe. And here's the chance to counter. Eder Militao. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. Griezmann! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Out towards the flank. Delivers the ball. Terrific header! In he goes again! Oh, it's hit the post! Bellingham. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Bellingham clears. And there's the end of the first half. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Can he finish? And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
DiMarco. And it's Bellingham. Tries to play it through. Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Bellingham, looking for the run. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And here's Haaland.
Haaland really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Looking to play him in. Bellingham. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Well, already game set and match, or so it feels. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's found a way through. Spread it left. Yildiz. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious.
Big chance! And the keeper has done enough. Top stop.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
This their second corner of the game. Well, there's the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, this looks sharp. And the pass is intercepted. Yildiz looking understandably energised after his goal. DiMarco. Yildiz. Osimhen has it in a wide position. Flings in across. Henderson deals with that nice and simple. And here's Haaland. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking for options for movement. That is a great pick out. Rodri. He's going for goal! Superb from Barella! A finish of true class! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! And that is stunning. Just too hot to handle.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Matheus Cunha. Played back in. Spread out to the left. Crosses it in. And the shot! Really well taken goal. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to come.
And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We have already started here. Now it's Griezmann. Cross goes in there. Oh, that's an excellent interception. So, what can they make of this? So, Jim, tell me this. Who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Joshua Kimmich. In many ways, the ultimate modern fullback in that he contributes just as much offensively as he does defensively. He seems to have a great instinctive understanding of when to move forward, and that means he rarely gets caught out of position on the counter-attack. He should be a key player for this team.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Ndika. Barella. Passes short and sharp. Alexander-Arnold could try cutting inside here. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. It's a searching pass, and that has been cut short. And they can counter here. Oh, that's well spotted. Yildiz. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Kimmich. Now it's Haaland. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers. Don't concede the opener.
Barella.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. And now they can spring out of defence. That's a pretty loose pass. Rodri.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And it's Kimmich. Great vision. Oh, he's found support out wide. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ndika. Yildiz. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And they've switched it over to the other side. Doku. DiMarco. And he's picked it up out wide. Knocks it into space. DiMarco. Lovely feet. Ndika does well to get it back. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Haaland. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Oh, that was vital. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Van der Ven deals with that comfortably. Played out to the left flank. DiMarco. Now it's Doku. Now it's Lukaku. Rodri. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Barella. Doku. Looking to play him in. Can he latch on to this? He's found a way through. Ndika Defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
And that's been slipped through. Griezmann.
This is the time you need that pace.
And it's Griezmann. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Spread out to the left. Bellingham. And we've reached half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Where do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Nicely weighted ball. Alexander-Arnold makes the interception. Rodri. And it's Barella. Doku.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Yildiz. No, that's been intercepted. All the way back. Yildiz.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Doku. Now it's Lukaku. Well, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Played into space. And no, that was never going to make it. And here's Haaland. Rodri. Just about up to the hour now. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Haaland. And it's Lewandowski. Threads one in. Osimhen ploughing through the middle. Played out wide. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
There will be a throw-in. McAllister gets rid without sophistication. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, super ball. Takes a shot. Oh, split-second reaction.
Haaland really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. Rice plays it short. And it's played in. Well read. And the danger is averted. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Bruno Fernandes is having a shot! Goal! And late in the day, a telling moment.
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
He's shifting through the gears here. Fires it in low. Out to the left it goes.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. And here's Osimhen. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. 1-0 as we head towards the end. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Foul right on the edge of the box. It could go either way here. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Games hinge on moments like this. A formality. We're level. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Out towards the flank. Played in deep. It's a goal kick. Gravenberg. That's a lovely, neat pass. Foden receives it in a good position here. Osimhen. Osimhen finds himself offside. That is good alertness. So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
So 90 minutes couldn't produce a winner, and we have extra time. No winner in 90, 30 more to come. Tries to play it through. Nice control. McAllister did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Deftly away. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Osimhen. Vinicius Junior has it out wide and in space. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Now it's Foden, aimed beyond the defence. He's on it, and a chance! Now, in he goes again. Oh, it's in! And that may just do it! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Skillfully cut out. He tries from distance. It's hit the upright. Great effort, but the end of the first period of extra time. Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them? And we're off for the final time. They have played themselves to a near standstill. What is left in the tank now?
Osimhen really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Strokes it back. Vinicius Junior. Osimhen! And the lead stays intact, just.
Osimhen absolutely knew he could ill afford to miss that.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's McAllister. Now that looks a decent ball. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Oh, that's fabulous. Looks across and plays it in. Gravenberg with the clearance. Well, they've got it again. Ndika.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Lewandowski.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Just eases him off the ball. Bruno Fernandes was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he's cut it out. That's going to go a long way. And that will be it. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud, and he's had a hit! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Now it's Kimmich. Now it's Griezmann. There's the... Oh, what a climb! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
And here's Lukaku. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, this guy, Rodri, was one of Europe's most coveted midfielders when he was on the market, and often seen as an integral component in the next generation of Spanish midfielders. He's got that outstanding quality of being able to shield the ball particularly well, and that is key to any holding midfielder.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Now it's Lukaku. Now it's Doku. Rodri. Well, it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
In by... Oh, smashing header! Against the crossbar! And it's Kimmich. Kimmich's cross. Tries to play it through. Here comes another cross. Played into space. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
DiMarco. Bellingham. Oh, good take in a good area. Oh, he's had a shot! Goal! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, I'd rather praise the scorer than criticise the defence here. He stepped forth and conquered.
So we have our breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Ndika, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Passes short and sharp. Picked out brilliantly. And that is masterful defending. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Griezmann. Oh, super ball. Bellingham with the delivery. Lukaku. Now it's Doku. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Out towards the flank. It's a good... He rises! It's hit the crossbar! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Played out wide. DiMarco. Can he get on the end of this? Now what about... Up he goes! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Now it's Griezmann. DiMarco.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
He has a look up. He's got tall. Oh, it rattles the bar. It's there. They have come roaring back.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
DiMarco. He is just caressing the ball. No, he's had it taken off him. Haaland. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now this could be a chance.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go and they head into the break all square. That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. And we are already promptly back underway. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Lukaku. Lukaku puts his foot on the gas. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And here's Griezmann. Haaland receives. It's Griezmann! Alexander-Arnold with the clearance. Oh, good read.
He read that really...
Griezmann! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's their second corner of the game. Punched away. And now a sudden chance to counter. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants...
Goes for a shot! Van der Ven clears. Lovely pass, but takes a shot! Really well taken goal. And they're back in front. Well, there was to be no other outcome.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Van der Ven did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Osimhen. Header! Now, in for the pieces! Oh, taken with style! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Threads one in, and this is Lukaku. Bellingham.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Kimmich. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Rodri. Alvarez. And here's Osimhen. Looking here to chip it through. Henderson claims comfortably. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Played back in. Can he get it through? This looks promising. Delivers with whip. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Tries to pass it through. Well read, nice interception. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, this looks sharp. And that's a nicely shaped ball. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Aimed beyond the defence. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. McAllister, that is a brilliant interception. Danger averted for now. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Bellingham. Nicely weighted ball. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Alexander-Arnold. It's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Lukaku.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Haaland showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And it's DiMarco. Lovely bit of skill. And this is Lewandowski. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Foden. Oh, nicely intercepted. And he's worked it through. He has found the way through. Oh, he couldn't quite make it. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Knocks it into space. And that is as far as it goes. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We have already started here. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nicely weighted ball.
There's no doubt that this fella's contribution will be highly important. It's the one and only Philip Lahm.
And what do you consider his greatest quality, Jim?
Well,
Takes a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
England with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Clermont are looking to go forward now. Rooney. Oh, good read. Played out wide, and it's Lahm. Lahm plays it in. He gets big! Marvellous goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Certain, searing, and imperious.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Clermont are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Rooney. That's a lovely pass. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Davids. And it's De Jong. Maicon stood up well to him there. Rooney.
They've got to be quick moving this forward. Clermont are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side. Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
And this is Bale.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Bellingham plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Maicon spots it and intercepts. And it's Maicon. Lahm is wide and looking to get onto this.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
England look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams...
He's got tall! They've scored! And they're at it again in double quick time. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. England are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
England have their second corner now. Here's the header!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Lahm. It's Bellingham. Played into space. Ball driven towards the far post. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Yaya Toure. Collier. Now it's Eto'o. Pass somewhat off target. Look at the space here. Lahm. Tries the cross. Roberto Carlos. Ferdinand. No, he is not giving anything away. This looks promising. That's a good ball out wide. Maicon's cross. Roberto Carlos gets it away. And it's Maicon. Plays a sharp little ball here. Climbs up big! Yes! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Well, you've always got that threat when he's around. Great movement, and what a great header.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
England find a position of real strength now. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Maldini cuts it out. Maicon. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now that's well seen too. Rooney. That is ended up in no man's land. Roberto Carlos gets over and intercepts. Rooney. Now, can they get him away? Maicon. That is good strength. And this is Rooney. He's had a shot! In he goes again! He's got a goal! Right place, right time, and a fine instinct. And it's half-time here. So off we go once more.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Oh, he's burst through! Oh, truly brave defending.
Some inspired work that. It's good that someone knew exactly what they were doing.
It's a searching pass. Yaya Toure. It's Ronaldinho. Out to the left it goes. Picked out brilliantly. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. The referee's awarded a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Now it's Eto'o. Rooney. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nice looking ball. Oh, that's clever. And a chance! Oh, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Lam. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. Cristiano Ronaldo under intense pressure.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Bale unable to make... And it's been given away! Maicon. Looking for options for movement. And this is Eto. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
And here's Ronaldinho. And here's Bale. Shapes to shoot! They've done it! Another moment of magic. A real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense...
It's a mighty effort! And it's in! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. England go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Lahm gets into a good position. Van der Sar deals with that nice and simple. And the pass is intercepted. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Luis Suarez. That ball looks a good one. Bale showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Goes for a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Yaya Toure. Nesta. And it's Maicon. De Jong. Knocks it into space. No, it's come to nothing. Yaya Toure. And it's Roberto Carlos. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, they can break here. Ball's gone out of play. Oh, this is a great Haaland! And that would have won it.
Well, it was a bit complacent there, I thought, Peter. Maybe he thinks the game is already won.
And it's De Jong. Icon. And here's Van Basten. Bale.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Pull it. Oh, nicely intercepted. Rivaldo pinches it off him. Now it's Pele. Roberto Carlos. Bale. Bale's cross. That pass has been well intercepted. Haaland. Caught offside that time. Four extra minutes added on. Hullet providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, what has happened here? Van Basten. And time is up. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Tries a shot! He's delivered all right!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
That really is quite fabulous. Goes for a shot! It's a goal! 2-0, and in next to no time.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Bale. Rooney. Bale. Pepe does really well there. He is strong. Ferdinand demonstrating his defensive quality there. And here's Suarez. Looking for options for movement. Ronaldinho. And it's Luis Suarez. Still pretty early days, but the difference in fortune is very clear. Well played. Important challenge that. And we have our very first corner. Yaya Toure, Ronaldinho. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Corner number 2 then. They've played it short, and here's Rooney. Rooney finds himself offside. Rooney. First quarter of an hour gone. A heavy challenge. And it's Bale. Well timed, excellent interception. And here's Suarez. De Jong, a probing pass. Suarez gets flagged offside. Bale. Nicely shaped ball. Dink through. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. England looking to pass their way through. Cute ball now. How can he reach it? It's Bale! Maicon. Goes forward. Bale looks to get on the end of this. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Lahm plays a sharp little ball here. Cross to the back post. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Ronaldinho has found the net here, of course. And it's Bale. Bale going face-to-face with his great rival. That's a cute ball. That has ended up in no man's land. Yaya Toure. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, no, this does not look good. Just the goalkeeper to beat. And the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are cruising away. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
And yes, it's him again. Clermont find a shot at goal. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Yaya Toure. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And the shot! And it's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Gorgeous, just to have the audacity to do it. And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Oh, can he get onto this? Bale. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Maicon's cross. And he's taking no chances there.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. Leadership has to be top of the pile.
Yeah, he's not just a destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer.
True, there's so much more to his game. Quite comfortable in driving the team forward, and he can make those marauding runs from box to box.
Goes looking wide. Eto'o gets into a good position. Takes a shot! Goal! England! England take the lead. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
So, a breakthrough already. Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Looking for the run. That's the keeper's ball. Oh, that's well spotted. Bellingham can see things others simply cannot. Goes for a shot! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And that was as close to certain as can be.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
England are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department. Clermont really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Rooney. Maicon. Chance to... Big header!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Bellingham. Now it's Eto'o. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Bale. Looking for options for movement. Ronaldo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Great chance here from position A1. This then an ideal chance to cut the deficit. Great ball, and a shot! It's there! Just one in it now! The game takes on a whole new complexion! This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Pinches it off him. Now it's Eto'o. Yaya Toure. And it's Maicon. Aimed beyond the defence, and he's intervened well there. And it's Bale. That's gone for a throw-in. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Bale. Vieira. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Clermont are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Ronaldinho engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Bellingham. And there's his chance to lead the counter. He can run onto that. Ronaldinho. Bale. Shot could be on. And that has been cleared. Bale. Maicon. Knocks it into space. And he's cut it out. Maicon is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Can he get on the end of this? Maldini does well to get it back. Now it's Bale. Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo finds himself offside. That is good alertness. And the first 45 minutes are up. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo.
He gets big! He scores! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Certain, searing, and imperious.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Ronaldinho. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nicely shaped ball, neatly clipped into space. Van der Sar claims comfortably. And that is as far as they're going to go. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Vieira. Bale. Eto'o. Always onto this. Floated through. Yaya Toure. Rooney, given the lift of his goal for Maicon. It's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Played into space out wide. Yaya Toure. Great vision. Cristiano Ronaldo. And the flag has stayed down. Oh, it's played into the area. Ferdinand gets it away. Looking tough. Shot, surely! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Cristiano Ronaldo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Clermont with the corner, there first. Tries to get it clear. Oh, that's an excellent interception. And now they can spring out of defence. That's a pretty loose pass. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. And it's Michel Platini. Threads one in. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And that has been clubbed away. Clermont do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. That ball looks a good one. Mbappe. Hazard. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Just about up to 75 minutes. Bale. Bale puts them all in.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Clermont are looking to go forward now. Tries to pass it through. Pepe makes the interception. And here's Iniesta. He's picked his way through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Very nicely done. They get a throw in. And this is Van Basten. Shapes to shoot! Now he's off and running. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Clermont looking to pass their way through.
Van Basten really needs...
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And it's Ronaldinho. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. A heavy challenge. A probing pass. Well, that has not gone well. Well, here he is, the epitome of athleticism and speed. That is Gareth Bale.
Yeah, simply one of the best left-sided attackers of his generation.
He rises! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Suarez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Luis Suarez! And he's done it!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Bale really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on, and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
England finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Great run on the overlap here. Roberto Carlos delivers. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Roberto Carlos. Clermont are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Over to the left. And that's aimed into the middle. Bale can get it clear. Eto'o, delicate ball, and it needs to be. Yaya Toure. Clermont leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Yaya Toure. And here's Bale. And this is Ronaldo. Roberto Carlos made a surge from fullback. As it turned out, unsuccessfully. Ronaldinho. Roberto Carlos. Rooney. Looking to play him in. Picked out. Can he finish? He has done it! And they're at it again in double quick time. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking.
Great chance! It's a loose ball. In again.
Well played and well cleared.
And he was alert to it. Rooney.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And this is Bale. And no, that was never going to make it. Oh, that's well spotted. Rooney. And it's Ferdinand. It's Roberto Carlos. Ronaldinho. Yaya Toure. Now it's Roberto Carlos. And he's managed to get free. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, good-looking ball. Taken back almost at once. Nicely weighted ball. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Clermont clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Maicon receives it in a wide position. And that has been cleared. Clermont heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Looking for options for movement. Aimed beyond the defence. And this is Lewis. Big chance! And it's there! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasizes...
And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. It's Bale! It's in!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter.
Up he goes! And yes, it's there! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Lahm deals with that comfortably. Neatly clipped into space. Yaya Toure just eases him off the ball. Ronaldinho. Yaya Toure. Vitinha Ferdinand pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Pepe. And it's Vitinha. Searching pass he's played there. Van der Sar gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Pepe does really well to win the ball there. Pepe, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Roberto Carlos. And it's Azar. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Roberto Carlos. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Rooney. Great vision. Maicon has it in a wide position. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. England trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Cleared without hesitation. That is ended up in no man's land. Oh, that's fabulous. He's one on. Can he finish? Goal! Clement! And again they hit the front. Swift, incisive, deadly, all done in a matter of seconds.
Yeah, well, the opposition had plenty of warning here, Peter. Look at how quick they were.
Climbs up big! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Ronaldinho. And it's Maicon. Now Rooney. And he's forced to go back. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Roberto Carlos kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That is good strength. Nesta. Roberto Carlos. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And here's Suarez. Chance, surely! Lam. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Azar. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And he's intervened well there. Azar. And England have a chance to counter. He has found the way through. Lam. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. It's their second corner of the game. It's a mighty effort! Maicon attempts a clearance. Azar! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
This possibly the last play of the half. Oh, what a climb! They've scored! Again, we are level. What? And the first half is done. Clermont are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Corner number 4 coming up here. Oh, that one's going nowhere. Well, what a waste that one is. Maicon. Maicon carries the ball down the right. Rooney. And here's Ronaldinho. That's tidy. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Rooney. And he's there to get it away. That's a throw. Collar. Can he get on the end of this? That looks a good ball through. Ronaldinho. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Bale, under intense pressure.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Vieira. Collar. Nesta with the slide tackle there. Roberto Carlos. Lam. Knocks it into space. Nice interception, well timed. Well, there's the clearance. 60 minutes played. And here's Suarez. He's had a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
They're up to 5 corners now. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And now they can spring out of defence. Cristiano Ronaldo. And he skips past his man. Cristiano Ronaldo crosses. And that should get the job done. Oh, that was vital. And they can counter here. And he plays one through. Ferdinand spots it and intercepts. Now it's Platini. Oh, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Pass somewhat off target. Roberto Carlos. And here's Suarez. Good read, needed to be. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Clermont do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
And it's Zico. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Azar. Now it's Eto. Roberto Carlos. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Lahm made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Pepe with a definite foul there. Maicon receives it in a header! Goal! Clermont! And they've got their lead back. Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Oh, smashing header! He has done it! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
This is quite a battle.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back.
Real chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Zico. And it's Roberto Carlos. Picked out brilliantly. It's Gerrard! Yes, he's done it! And that has raised the roof! Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Clermont take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
England have reclaimed it. Now it's Bale. Lahm has it out wide and in space. He's got tall. It's bounced back off the post. Not too much more here than seeing out. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win, and it came down to one decisive moment. Luis Suarez voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Clermont leave it late, but in the end, it was great.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.